How's it going, YouTube? It's FuzzyXYZ here. Now today I'm going to bring you episode 2 of my prophecy discussion. The topic today is Abyss Rising. The sneak peek is this Saturday. I personally am going to be going to my sneak peek, which is in Patriot Games at Sheffield. If you want any details about that, if you live in the UK, then please just PM me and I'll let you know. Okay, so Abyss Rising. Abyss Rising is going to have a huge effect on Prophecy. Reason being, they have the most amazing support cards that Prophecy could possibly ever have. Yeah, sorry, that's my phone. I'll just drop that over there. Yeah, as we were saying, the support for Prophecy and Spellbooks is absolutely amazing. Now, I'm going to be telling you what I personally will be running out of that set, and kind of telling you what to pick up at the sneak peek. So, the type of cards that you'll be looking for Prophecy, I'm going to be going through it. I've got it on my computer. The first card is Hangman of Prophecy. Now, this is a kind of controversial card in my opinion. Its effect is good. The fact that when it's sent to the grave, you get to add a level 3 Prophecy monster to your hand. Generally speaking, if you're going to use this effect, you'd add Temperance to hand. You can also add Justice as well, which is another card in the set, which I'll get onto in a minute. I have been testing this at 1 at the minute. 2's a bit cloggy. You don't really get its effect off a lot, and to be honest, you don't really need it. I might take it out full stop. I'm not quite sure yet. I think the best bit about it is that its effect is like Dandelion, so it can be sent from hand to grave, deck to grave, to use it to get its effect off. This means that you could possibly run cards like Lila. So if you mill it, then you get its effect. Depending on what type of build you're going to be running, or what tech choices you're going to have, then depends if you run like cards like Lila, etc. But like I said, at the minute I'm only running one of these. Hermit of Prophecy, I don't think nobody will be running. I've not been testing it. I don't think it's a good card. I just can't see it being useful in the deck whatsoever. Justice of Prophecy. Now, this is kind of an interesting card as well. I don't know if to run this more than Temperance. I personally like Temperance more. Justice, when a spellbook is activated that turn during the end phase, you contribute it off to add a level 5 or higher spellcaster and a spellbook to your hand. So generally you could add a, depending on what situation you're in, you could add a secrets, you can add a wisdom, but the monster you'd probably most likely add is High Priestess of Prophecy. Now, I've only been testing this at 1 at the minute. I know people have been testing it at 2. I personally just prefer Temperance. The reason being is that Temperance, the general combo is if you activate secrets, get wisdom, normal summon Temperance, tribute off a High Priestess. Now, the kind of downsides to Justice is A, it can be bottomless, being it's got a 1/6 attack, and B, it's during the end phase that you have to tribute it, so you have no field presence there. That would kind of issue you to run a more heavy trap lineup. Like I said, space issue is an issue in this deck. So at the minute I'm only testing it at 1. Emperor's kind of an interesting card as well. It is a level 5. But I think it's banish a spellbook from your graveyard and tribute a spell or a prophecy monster or something, and you take control of one of your opponent's monsters. Best thing about it is that you can make it out with Temperance. B, you can use this effect, take control of your opponent's Shien, overlay into a Adrius of Tyrus. There is also the fact that you can use another level 5 spellcaster, like the Tricky or Strength of Prophecy with its effect. You can even do it with life, and overlay the 2 cards into Empress of Prophecy. Excuse me. I've been testing this in a couple of builds. The build I am running at the moment, I'm not using it. I don't think I will be, but Emperor is up to your personal choice. Now, the final monster, which is in the set, is Empress of Prophecy. This is a rank 5 Exceed. It has 2k attack, and for every XYZ material that is on your side of the field, it gains 300. Yes, that does include if you have, say, a Zen mains, it does gain attack points for their materials as well. So by itself, it has a 2/6 attack. With something like a Zen mains on board, it goes up to 3/2, and etc. etc. You also detach a material, reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. For as many spellbooks are there, then you get to pop as many cards on the field up to the number of that. Really good card. I like this because if you have a Gachi on the field, then it goes up to 3/2, and then it gains the increase as well, so it's a 3/6 plus a power 4/6. It is really interesting. I'm running Strength of Prophecy in my build just so I have the option of going to Empress, because I do believe it is a good card. Now, onto the spellbooks themselves. The first one is Spellbook of Eternity. This allows you to bring back a remove one place spellbook and add it to your hand. This is a good card because obviously your High Priestess has to banish a spellbook to pop. I've been running this at 1 at the moment. I don't think 2 is necessary. Sometimes it can be a bit dead in hand if you don't have a High Priestess or anything like that. So 1 at the minute is perfect for the deck. The next card is Spellbook of Fate. I haven't been testing this out at the minute. I think I might be due for the rest of the week. You banish spellbooks from your grave depending on which one you want to use the effect. So if you banish 1, you get to return a spell trap card on the field to your hand. If you banish 2, change the battle position of your opponent's monster, and banish 3, banish one of your opponent's monsters. Now, with the Grand Spellbook of Tower, recycling most of your spellbooks and High Priestess in banishing your spellbooks, I don't think you'll have enough graveyard materials there to use the full capability on this deck of that card. Like I said, I haven't been testing it. I might test it for the rest of the week, but I'm not running this card at the moment. Now, the main card that everybody, prophecy-wise, has been looking forward to is the Grand Spellbook Tower. If you don't know what this does, is that during your standby phase, if you have a spellcaster monster either on your side of the field or in the grave, you get to put a spellbook from your graveyard to the bottom of your deck to draw a card. So basically you are drawing 2 cards per turn, which is absolutely amazing. So this is where Prophecy's consistency comes in. You get to recycle your spellbooks and draw an extra card. Plays with pluses like crazy. Also, people forget a second effect that when it's destroyed, depending on how many spellbooks are in the grave, you get to add that level spellcaster monster or lower from your deck to your hand. The next one is the TCG exclusives. The first one is Spellbook Library of the Hemisphere. Now, I think this card is a bit like Spellbook of Fate as well. It is, depending on how many spellbooks you have engraved, I think it's 3 from what I've been reading on Wiki that is actually the confirmed number that you have to have engraved to use it, which is not bad, I suppose. What you do is, if you have 3 spellbooks in your graveyard, you reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. If there's any spellbooks there, then add them to your hand. I think the interesting bit about this is that if you use Empress as effect to reveal the top 5, you get to put them top 5 back in any order. So if you put 2 spellbooks to the top of your deck and use Helisphere, then you get to add them straight away to your hand. So that is a nice little niche combo there. But whether it's going to be run, I'm not quite sure. It is a secret rare, so it may be hard to pull, and I don't know, it's space issues once again. And the final card that I'm liking at the moment is Spellbook Star Hall, sorry. Now this, every time a Spellbook spell card is activated, you put a counter on it. For every counter that is on this card, spellcaster monsters on your side of the field gain 100 attack for each. So if you have 3 spell counters on it, then your monsters gain 300. This gives more power, to your spellcasters. The best bit about this is that if you have this on the field, you can get over the problem cards a lot more, such as T-King and Notorious Beast. So it is good in that sense, and then it also has the same kind of effect of what the Spellbook Tower does, where if it's destroyed you get to add a spellcaster from your deck to your hand depending on how many equal or less, etc. I was testing this earlier against one of my teammates, Brett. I had a Spellbook Magician on 1800 attack, and then I used power on it, and it went up to like 2-9. It's nuts. But can you imagine if you have 5 spell counters, and then your High Priestess is on 3k plus a power that's 4k? It's just really good. I'm testing it at 2 at the minute. I think I'm going to probably knock it down to 1, depending on space issues. I kind of want to put in a compulsory or a D prison, just a bit more protection. But if you'd like to see my deck list at the minute for post Abyss Rising, then please thumb this video. I will probably do that for episode 3. I might bring that out next Monday. I've been trying to do these episodes on Monday or Tuesday, but I think I'll do it on Monday because I'm hopefully can pick up all the cards over the weekend. I'm definitely, like I said, I'm definitely going to the sneak peek at Patriot Games. I might go to the sneak peek at Comics and Collectibles in Chesterfield on the Sunday, depending on how many Prophecy stuff I pick up and the money I have left, and how tired I will be as well. So like I said, please thumb this video if you want to see that deck profile, and then thumbs it up if you think this discussion is a good idea, etc. I'd like to know your opinions on these cards, which ones you'll be running, which ones you won't. Please give me reasons why. I'd just like to also say my next great Yu-Gi-Oh video has been uploaded onto Underworld 6667's channel. Mine's the first one. I will leave a link in the description below. Please go and check that video out. Please give it a thumbs up. It's a really interesting video. I kind of made it a bit more comical than what I normally do, but the combo is absolutely amazing. I have been getting a bit of flack for it, but haters gonna hate. You can't do anything about it. It's all about the likes, and I'm enjoying YouTubing. I enjoy what I do. To win that contest would be absolutely amazing. Thank you to all the people who's liked the video and helped me get this far with the contest and in general. I really appreciate it. I cannot thank you all enough. But like I said, please thumb this video, please comment in the description, please comment below, and please subscribe to the channel. See you later, YouTube.